Oh yeah, sure. Having to do the splits in the movie, that was difficult. To have to stay there for like a couple hours actually in that splits, like filming it, and they had this wire underneath me that was right underneath me with the little spear attached to it, and it was like, flying that wire in right by my tenders. It was scary. So anyway.
Next question. Lightning round, coach. Never heard. Steve?
I would come back for an episode if they asked me, but probably won't. But I didn't really hurt my back, you know that, right? Yeah, no, I moved on. I was like ready to move on, so they brought Blake in to replace me. So that's what happened with that. They just wrote that for the script. So yeah, really. It's morphin' time.
That opera thing. I did it. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I got it.
I hated having to sing that Angel Grove High song. It was the funniest, cheesiest thing I've ever had to do. Yeah, I'm gonna not sing this.
Pretty cool.
Onward.
Next question. Jason, you mentioned evil doing animal episodes, but evil or good?
I like being evil. See, I was good, but I still did evil things. No, evil's fun, but I mean, it's kind of fun to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Good and evil. Bad, good. Good, bad. Yeah, I cut it, unfortunately, myself. I know I really screwed it up. I'm sorry. You mean my long hair? The truth? Yes. Yes. It used to whip me like in the head, and I don't know how Clay Green fights with all that hair. Yeah, that's crazy. It used to whip me every time I do kicks. It just come back and go whoosh, whip me in the eye, and I was so tired of it. And it's just, I went to go find someone who cut. I was like, man, I gotta find someone who cut hair. So I went to this guy David Drew in Beverly Hills. He's like, well, I cut Lorenzo Lamas' hair. It's like, that's jacked up. But anyway, yeah, it's gone.
Just wondering if you've ever seen the Japanese version of your show.
I saw a little bit, but I like the violence in it. That's the problem. More violent. We couldn't be violent. We had to like,
Everybody saw him, but we couldn't get too attached to him and be in trouble.
This question's for Tracy. What was it like to play Astronomer Ashley's father?
That was actually one of my favorite episodes because I wasn't the goody two-shoes. That was a lot of fun. I had worked with Melody for that episode just to kind of get inside her head and understand her character. So that was a lot of fun. In fact, I asked them, could you please do that again? I would love to play evil. We up here are all goody two-shoes, and it was just nice to have a little change. So I had a great time doing that. Thank you.
You guys were like in a closet and on top of a table. I didn't think you guys were small.
We shot on green screen, so how was it? Really great.
It was on green screen. It was all the shot on the green screen. They'd make them pretend they're looking at something and shrink them digitally. The green screen? Oh.
This is the trick I learned when we were filming second unit. I don't know if y'all remember, but we like go way in the back. If you have a camera, just set the camera like really low, and then just go way back, way in the back, way in the back. I remember whoever was directing at the time was like, back more, and I'm like, man, what are we doing, dude? Just get back. So the camera's like right here, you know, like the camera's right here, and then they had the whatever Zord that was boot. All you saw was the boot. So they go, move to the left. Boom, and the boot comes in front, we're like, whoa, you know? And run, and the boot's out of frame, move to the right, whoa, the boot comes so close to the camera, it looks like, you know, we're this big, it looks like the thing's trying to smash us. He's like, don't worry, it all looked good when we fix it, man. I thought, man, it's not gonna look good, and I saw it, and I was like,
That's called forced perspective.
I would want to know that.
Say my first season, so season 3 of Mighty Morphin, because I got to be evil, which was fun, and just, you know, the nostalgia of it being the first, you know, season. I was just, I only did 3 seasons, so all 3.
On the last.
The
My favorite season was SPD. Even though I wasn't on Mighty Morphin, that was my favorite. Time Force problem. What was the other one? Wildflower. I'm the other one who worked on everything, so I mean up until lovely. So if I answer this, like Jason's a lot stronger than me. It's got to be Lightspeed. I like that. We had a ball because we were together for 3-4 seasons with everybody pretty much. So it was different. We actually got to all really know each other and get in trouble.
Is it really your favorite? No, I mean, be honest. Because here's the thing, like, I think, like, because the seasons change all the time, and the reason why the seasons change, I don't care what anyone says, is because when we all left the show, Haim Saban don't want to do any more than 40 episodes. He doesn't want the actors to have any kind of power, because we all had power. You know, if I didn't like something, we didn't, you know, everyone had power. So that's what they do in Japan, I think, change the seasons every year. But the actors have no power. By the time you say, I want more, your season's over. You've done 33 episodes of 40. You know, when you're doing 150 or 200 episodes, and the producer's like, oh, shoot. And you can call and say, you know what, I'm not going to work tomorrow because I want this and that. And then they freak out, and they think they have to make demands, you know? That's the reason why I changed. So when I left the show and said I wanted to leave the show, they said, okay, well, you're going to go out there and tell all your friends they're not going to have a job no more. I said, I'm not telling them, you tell them. So whatever happened, I remember talking to people, I was like, I'm quitting, I'm leaving the show. I didn't get fired from the show, I left the show. Just because of the way it was with Haim, and Haim owns the show now, so I know he'll never bring me back. Look at me, I'm all tatted up, and come on. You know? But the way it was with Haim and stuff, it's just, you know, you don't negotiate with him, and he said, you know, sometimes this goes a lot further sometimes. I remember working with Scott, even though doing ADR, you know, I said, that's good, dude, or that's stupid, or whatever, but you always get encouragement. And I think people need encouragement, but people too fast to pay you to think they're going to pay you. And I'm not like, you know, not a prostitute, you know what I mean? You can't just pay me. I mean, dance for you. I might give you some. No, right now, you're supposed to take the mic. Take it a hole. But, you know.
Last question for now, guys. Sorry. Are we doing another one of these panels with this group again, or are we done here? Tomorrow or Sunday? When's the bar open?
You guys leave that way. Autographs out there, not there. SPD is waiting to come inside.
Oh, SPD, take the shot.
Oh, autograph.
Oh,
yellow. That means I'm gonna have to leave. Wait, so you want SPD? We'll come back right now. We'll come back later.
Jason, yeah.
How do you stop? Press it again?
Yeah, let's listen to the last question and see if it's anything interesting.
I'd probably say, and go back to the last question, I think it's easier working on like one season because everyone has a good attitude. You pass season 1, season 2,